Ho ho, how's it going, Winnicott? Ollie and Kenny coming at you live on the last Friday before holiday break.
I can't wait for Christmas. It's my absolute favorite holiday. Kenny, how excited are you for holiday break?
So excited. I can't wait for Santa to come.
Kenny, Santa...
What?
Well, I'll let Jess and Pat tell you. It's not a big deal.
Ho ho ho.
What's up, Winnicott? It's Jess and Patrick here, and Christmas is 6 days away, and we know that brings a lot of traditions.
One of those traditions being the phenomenon of Santa Claus.
Now, us being in high school, some people think that they're too cool to believe in Santa Claus, but personally I do.
I do not.
Does Winnicott believe in Santa Claus?
A topic that's been disputed for ages. Is Santa Claus real or a figment of our childhood imaginations? Countless movies and other forms of media have tried to tackle the controversial subject over the years. So, we decided to do the same. We asked students at Winnicott what they thought. Is Santa real or is Santa fake?
Oh my God!
I think I was 12 and my family was driving to Canada and Robin told me, and then I started crying and then Robin got in trouble.
My 5th grade teacher told my class that Santa wasn't real.
I still believe in Santa Claus.
I still believe in Santa
Claus.
I found my teeth in my mom's jewelry box, so I realized the tooth fairy wasn't real, so Santa probably wasn't real either.
I still believe in Santa Claus.
I was 6 years old, I was in 1st grade, and it was right around Christmas time, and I asked my dad, is Santa real? And he just said no, and my dreams were crushed, and I cried.
I put my Christmas list out, and I went in the basement to look for some clothing, and I saw the Razor scooter I wanted.
I still believe in Santa Claus.
I believe Santa Claus because Santa Claus is real. He's real, he's awesome, and he's a good Santa Claus ever. Bye.
Okay, well, I remember because my brothers were always like, hey, he's not real, stop being an idiot, come to the truth. And then like I stayed up waiting for him, he never came, so then I came to the realization that my brothers were right and that everything was a lie.
I like Santa, and he's very real. He's a good guy. Gives me gifts.
I'm Jewish.
I actually still believe in Santa Claus.
I spent the first 8 years of my life backpacking in the North Pole, and I still haven't found any sign of Santa.
I believe in Santa Claus.
So what do you guys think? Is Santa real or is Santa fake? Oh my God, Santa!
You know, I'm not sure Santa isn't real. In fact, I'm gonna stay up on Christmas Eve and prove he's real.
I know, Kenny. The whole Santa conspiracy is kind of fishy.
Yeah, like that fish we had last week.
That fish was pretty good.
Real good. So good, in fact, that Kayla decided to do a story on it. Check it out.
This past week, something fishy was going on in the cafeteria. Let's check it out. Recently, Winnicott made waves by becoming one of the first schools in New Hampshire to bring in local fish to their cafeteria. The fish, an Acadian redfish native to the deep waters of the Gulf of Maine, was caught by New Hampshire fishermen based out of Portsmouth and processed in New Hampshire. The fish was brought in with the help of the New Hampshire Farm to School, an organization which helps connect farmers to local cafeterias, and the New Hampshire Community Seafood Organization. Bringing in locally farmed food to schools helps open a new, viable market in the local economy. This is why it has become important to many fishermen. School nutrition director Ryan Costigan spoke to us about how this day came together and why Winnicott decided to participate.
We've been trying for a while to get local fish, specifically New Hampshire caught fish, into our lunch program, but there's a lot of issues with having the fish caught by fishermen in New Hampshire and then have it processed in New Hampshire without having the price go up higher than what we can afford. The New Hampshire Community Seafood Organization stepped up, found local in-season redfish for us, found someplace in New Hampshire where it can be processed, and got it to us fresh.
Spencer Montgomery, a representative from the New Hampshire Community Seafood Organization, said serving local fish to Winnicott students is a step in the right direction and could have a positive impact on the industry as well as the environment.
Fishermen are invisible, and because of that, fish have greatly lost their identity. We want to take it back to the whole animal. We want to learn how to fillet in our kitchens and use the leftover heads and bones to make stocks to incorporate in all sorts of dishes, and we're really maximizing the meals from a single animal while reducing food waste, which is a huge thing if we're going to feed all the people in the world in the years to come. This has never happened in my lifetime, actually, that fish like this has made it to schools, and Winnicott is like a true leader in sustainable seafood.
After being caught off the coast of Maine, the fish was filleted and processed in New Hampshire, and then sent to Winnicott to be cooked. It arrived in large styrofoam containers when the Maine chef, Jim McCaden, seasoned and baked it. At first, many students were intimidated by this new meal and by the sight of the whole fish. However, it was well received amongst those who tried it.
It was very good. It tasted fresh.
I've never had redfish before, and I think it's my favorite fish now. I like knowing where this is coming from because I know where like all the pork and beef I eat comes from.
Knowing that it's more local and more fresh is really nice.
All in all, the fish was a huge success. Make sure to watch for it on the January menu.
It would be a shame not to be able to serve local fish in the schools, so that's what we're trying to do.
Maybe I'll get you a fish for Christmas.
That's great. But I don't know what I'd get you.
That's okay, because Pat and Mike have a story on the best and worst Christmas gifts. Roll it.
What's up, Winnicott? It's Mike Burke and Patrick Witt. As you know, Santa and his 8 reindeer are coming to town soon. We want to know what Santa brought you that was good and bad. Check it out. Christmas is a time for giving and receiving. And although all gifts should be great, some stand out more than others. We went around Winnicott to find out what students and teachers' favorite and worst gifts were.
My best Christmas gift was probably when I was like 7 and I got a Bratz plane and like 5 Bratz in it. I was pumped.
My best present was a race car bed.
My best Christmas present that I have ever received was a 77 on my bird's test.
So the best present I got was last year for Christmas. I just got bags of potatoes. I like potatoes.
My favorite gift, probably the lasagna I got 2 years ago, but I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. Some kid threw up in me. That wasn't good.
Best Christmas gift, be a new car.
My best Christmas gift was when Santa came through my chimney and woke me up, surprised me with a nice home-cooked turkey.
My worst Christmas gift, probably, I always get like an orange for Christmas, so yeah, you do? Yeah, do you get a rotted one? Because I got a rotted one, and that was like a real big bummer. I don't know, they didn't check it for bruises.
My worst gift was a puzzle.
The worst one will be an ugly Christmas sweater.
My favorite Christmas gift has to be money.
My worst present was no brand white socks.
Socks?
It has to be socks.
Probably I got these like real comfy socks, and I'm always losing socks, so it was like a good re-up for me.
Best Christmas gift is probably socks. Love socks. Socks are cool.
I like Christmas. I enjoy every present.
If time is running out and you need some last-minute shopping ideas, you could always go to the dollar store or just walk around Walmart. You never know what you could find. If you can't find something to buy, homemade gifts are always nice. Just remember, it's the thought that counts. Well, that's all we have for you today, Winnicott. Magic Mike and Patrick Witt signing out.
Those are some pretty good Christmas gifts for the most part.
Yeah, they were, but did you know some people don't even celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, but I don't really know anything about them. Good thing Shannon has a story.
Hey there, Winnicott. Shannon that Kin here. In a few days, the holidays will be here. And I'm not talking about just Christmas or New Year's. There are other holidays such as Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and the Chinese New Year. But what do we know about these holidays? Not much. I took a look on how these holidays started, how much you know about them, and what they're all about. Check it out.
Hanukkah is called the Festival of Lights, and it's just basically about how a group of like rebel soldiers defeated the Romans who burnt down the temple. And you eat like potato pancakes, you get presents, you light the menorah. It's pretty fun.
I know that the 4 sides of a dreidel are Gimel, Shin, Nun, and Hay.
Hanukkah, I know it has candles, I think. Yeah, that's about it.
Hanukkah's the holiday with like the 8 candles and they like burn forever or something.
So I celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas because my dad's Jewish and my mom's Catholic. And for Hanukkah, we just light candles for 8 nights.
No, absolutely nothing about Kwanzaa or the Chinese New Year.
I don't really know anything about Kwanzaa or the Chinese New Year.
Christianity is the world's most followed religion, but it only accounts for 33% of the world's population. So what about the other 67% of people? There are 4,200 acknowledged different religions in the world, and even then, there are more holidays that go with them. Some of the other holidays that we may have heard of but don't know very much about are Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Chinese New Year. The beginning of Chinese New Year changes every year, however this year it starts on February 19th and lasts for 15 days. Every year a new symbol is presented to determine what the year will be like. During this time there are parades, decorations like the door god image, which bring luck for the year, food, watching the CCTV's New Year Gala, in which there are traditional Chinese songs and performances. During this time, it's a tradition to receive red envelopes that contain money to bring children wealth, which is called lucky money. Kwanzaa is a celebration that celebrates African heritage. It starts on December 26th and goes until January 1st. During this time, one of 7 different principles are presented each day. The principles in English are unity, self-determination, work and responsibility, economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. In this time, there are feasts and gifts. The holiday was started by Ron Carringer in 1966. It was started in order to give people an alternative holiday to celebrate themselves and their culture. Hanukkah is the most acknowledged of the 3. Hanukkah started after a war began between the rebels and Antiochus, who was a cruel ruler of Israel, and believed everyone should share his beliefs, and so he forced everyone to give up their own beliefs. He then destroyed many Jewish temples. The Maccabees fought back and then soon reclaimed their temples, in which they soon began to fix. While they were fixing their temples, they found a canister of oil which would only last for 1 night. However, the oil lasted for 8 nights, which proved God was with them during the fight. And to this day, people still celebrate Hanukkah with food, gifts, games, and celebrations. That's all for you today, Winnicott. So remember, say happy holidays and acknowledge that those other holidays are here and they're here to stay. This is Shannon O'Hara for WHTV.
Wow, I guess there are other things going on besides Christmas.
You know what else is going on?
What?
This year's faculty show. Classes will be shortened on Tuesday, and afterwards you can go to the auditorium and check out some of your favorite teachers showcasing their talents. There can be anything from musical acts to videos. The faculty show is an annual tradition here at WHS, and I can't wait to see the outcome of it. The teachers usually work hard and put on a good show.
Also, this past week was Teacher Appreciation Week here at school. Students made cards during Warrior Block that were distributed to the teachers to show we appreciate them. After school, students gave the teachers some delicious handmade treats. Just know, though, that as we get to the holidays, we should appreciate not just our teachers, but the faculty and our families and friends. Well, that's all, Winnicott.
Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Chinese New Year, and a Merry Christmas. Kenny and Alia, signing out.